There's a particular kind of accusation that lands like a preemptive strike. It's sharp, confident, morally charged, yet beneath its surface is a psychological maneuver so strategic that it can flip reality on its head. And before the accused even has time to blink, a narrative is already forming, one that paints them as guilty of a transgression they haven't even committed. This is the opening move of what I call preemptive mirror framing, a rhetorical and psychological tactic in which someone accuses another person or group of unethical or malicious behavior before committing that very behavior themselves. It's part projection, part narrative control, and part timing advantage, a combination that can be devastatingly effective. A familiar pattern hiding in plain sight. And you've likely seen this tactic in action, even if you didn't have a name for it. As an example, in a workplace, a team member raises public suspicions that a colleague is manipulating others for personal gain, only to be caught weeks later doing precisely that themselves. In each case, the accuser throws the first stone, not out of righteousness, but to build a shield. By accusing early, they shape the narrative terrain so that if anyone later points out their wrongdoing, the response can be something like, "Oh, sure, now they're just trying to accuse me of the same thing." Classic deflection. The brilliance, if we can call it that, lies in the timing. By the time the actual behavior comes to light, the accusation has already been made, the narrative seeded, and the emotional loyalties of followers engaged. So let's break down the term a little bit here. To understand why this tactic works so well, it helps to unpack the term itself. Preemptive. The key move is going first. By accusing others before evidence exists of their own behavior, the accuser secures the narrative high ground. This preemptive strike frames the terrain and raises the bar for future claims against them. Mirror. This refers to psychological projection, attributing one's own intentions, flaws, or planned actions to someone else. The accuser uses others as a mirror to reflect their own wrongdoing, creating a false image of guilt. Framing. Finally, framing involves controlling the lens through which others interpret events. By establishing the storyline early, they make later truths look like retaliation, defensiveness, or hypocrisy. Naming this tactic is more than just a semantic exercise. Preemptive mirror framing operates at the intersection of rhetoric, psychology, and power. Those who recognize it can begin to see through manipulative narratives that often go unchecked because they feel convincing. This series will explore this tactic from multiple angles: its psychological machinery, why loyalist audiences fall for it, the damage it causes to trust and truth, and how individuals and organizations can learn to spot and resist it. By understanding the mirror before the crime, we begin to reclaim our ability to see through the fog of preemptive deception.